Hello everyone, it's just a dad. Should you buy the Roomba 415X and is it just a dad approved? Well, it's not just a dad approved. While Roomba does have a couple good things going for it, typically around this price point, around $400 to $500, there's just better robots. Here we've got the Mopping P10 Pro Original and the Gen 2. These are both around that price point. These are just better robots. They've got side brushes that actually extend into the corner. Mop pad extends. It washes the mop pads with really hot water. Higher suction power. About the only thing this one has going for it, it is thin. Now it doesn't have the traditional spinning LiDAR on top. It's got a sensor on the front, and I will say, navigating, mapping your home was relatively good. This is meant for a small apartment. It's got a small profile, which is going to lead me to show you. It's got a small dustbin, but you are going to get hair wrap on the brush roller. The mop pads are smaller than what we see on traditional robot vacuum cleaners. Over here, washing the mop pads is with room temperature water, dries them with room temperature air. The side brush doesn't extend into the corner. It just is spring loaded, and most of the time it was off. It's not held on very good, so I was constantly having to put it on. This is a new system from Roomba, extending the mop pad up against the wall. It did okay. They've got like this bumper that goes up against the wall. It's a little different than I'm normal used to seeing. It did an okay job. As you can see, just a standard brush roller, it is going to get lots of hair wrap on it. It does have the carpet sensor, so it can raise and lower the mop pads when it senses carpet, but it has an extremely small dustbin, unfortunately. There's a filter in here that clogs pretty quickly, actually, and with that being so small, this, again, small home, small apartment, not going to be able to pick up a lot of pet hair with that small of a dustbin. Here we have the dust bag. It's going to auto empty its dustbin into the dust bag. You've got a clean water tank and a dirty water tank, so it's going to wash and clean the mop pads. While the Roomba, this is 2026, and this is better than their previous models, they're still playing catch up. I've purchased over 200 of these robot vacuum cleaners with my own money. That way I can give you my honest opinion. And having purchased all the top robots, it's just very clear to me that this one, there's just nothing that makes it stand out. And if I'm going to spend $400 to $500, I'm going to get a robot that actually works really good. A Mopping P10 Pro or Mopping P10 Pro Gen 2. Okay, I'm going to show you how it cleaned up a little bit and show you my testing results. Let's watch the Roomba clean the corner. It's just okay. It did okay with that long hair, but auto empty it can struggle with if it gets too much in its dustbin. Here it's going to mop up these muddy paw prints. Again, it did an okay job. Something like this would definitely need 3 or 4 passes with this robot. It doesn't push the mop pads down to help get the mud off the floor. Obstacle avoidance is okay on some things, but cables can be really hard to identify, and it just could not identify it. It did get wrapped in it. Fortunately, it didn't damage the robot, so obstacle avoidance is going to be pretty tough on this one. As you can see, it's really struggling. So if your home's mostly picked up, it might do a little bit better. Let's take a look at the Roomba app. While this is a newer app, I do think it could be a little bit better. The Roomba app, I do wish it kind of divided up the rooms into different colors. I like that you can pinch and zoom. We can select rooms that need to be cleaned. We can see where the dock is and where the carpet is. Now, setting the preferences, you can do vacuum and mop, mop only, vacuum, then mop, which I really do like. They don't explain much about these cleaning, like smart clean, light clean, standard clean, deep clean. I wish they explained that a little bit more as far as how it actually cleans. And then you can select the order of the rooms. You can pick and choose how it cleans each room, which here it's a little bit more descriptive. You've got high suction, 1 or 2 passes. You've got the smart scrub on or off. These settings are okay. I just wish it was a little bit more intuitive as far as how you used it. And having it on the robot settings on one page and your map on a separate page is a little confusing to me. Here I can go into the 415. The dock controls are here. I can go into different settings. Roomba typically does not have many settings. You can pick how often it washes the mop and the pad dry frequency. But other than that, there's not going to be a whole lot of settings, how often it auto empties the dustbin. Roomba app lacks a lot of fine tuning for your home. So they're kind of meant for standard homes, and you're not able to really fine tune these for maybe complex homes or a home that maybe just is a little bit different than what they consider the standard. Let's take a look at the 3-month real world scorecard. Hassle factor, not too bad. Mop performance is pretty bad. Optical avoidance was just okay. It really struggled with that cable. I like that it has a slim profile. I like that it doesn't have a top turret mounted LiDAR. The mopping, some things to look out for. It's just light mopping, small dustbin. Mop pads and the side brush do pop off. Again, who's this for? Small apartment that doesn't have a lot of clutter. Should you buy this? No, it is not just a dad approved. I would skip it. There's better robots for that price. You can buy this if you have a small apartment or home and you're really wanting the Roomba ecosystem, but definitely skip it if mopping's your top priority. If you have pets, for me, it just comes down to price. There's better robots at this price point that mop better, that do better with pet hair and are easier to use. Here's all the robots in lineup for getting reviews. I've taken these robots to my home, lived with them for 30 days to 3 months to give you my real world test results. Now, Roomba does have a whole bunch coming out this year. This was the first one. I will be buying them. I gotta wait for them to go on sale a little bit. Right now, they're always, the first couple weeks, they're always full price, and I just can't pay full price for them. I gotta wait for them to go on sale. I'm just not in any hurry to buy them. I know there's gonna be popular reviews for them, but I don't think they're gonna be that good, honestly. Looking at the specs and looking at them, they're just playing catch up big time with the Mova, Dreamy, Roborock, even Eufy is making some pretty good ones now. So again, check out my website, justadadapproved.com. That's where you can see the latest news, scores. You know, I have my favorite list, my top picks. You can see how I score them, all the videos on it. So again, check out my website, justadadapproved.com. Now, the best place to go to find these robot vacuum cleaner picks is justadadapproved.com. Up here in the top header, you're going to see best overall vacuums, best for pet hair, best under 1,000, best under 500, and best under 300. Let's check best overall. I don't give you 20 picks. I give you 5 of my top robot vacuum cleaners with the score, but I have all the information to back it up. If you want to read the full review, why did I pick the Mova V50? Let's go see the full review. You can see the videos that I have right here to back it up. I have my 3-month real world score test, my real world testing results, cost to own, my robot specs that I think are important to robot vacuum cleaners, some quick buy it if, skip if, and then a simple review. Thanks everybody for watching. If you found this video helpful, hit the like and subscribe button. Also check out where you can find all my approved products on my website, justadadapproved.com. You'll see a little link to it here at the end of the video. If you click on that, that's going to take you right to my website.